Hey guys, come with hubby and I on a night fishing date, I would say. Um, for those of you who don't know, I'm from New York and I've never been fishing before, and my husband is from Florida and he's always been fishing with his father, and that was, a bonding time for him and his dad. And when my husband and I met, I bought him a fishing rod, um, and we went all over Tennessee finding fishing spots. We were both in the military at the time. And yeah, we were all over just finding fishing spots. And I just tagged along. I didn't have a fishing rod. I was just supporting my husband because that's something that he always loved to do. And when we moved back to Florida, I decided to get a fishing rod too and, experience the moment instead of, just watching, experience the moment with my husband, actually learn how to fish. And yeah, so we found a spot where, we were just like, what, let's try it out and just like practice fish just so I can get, the gist of it and the concept of it before we actually fish for food, which is so cool. And I see my husband actually, fish for food before, but it's a lot. Fishing is a lot, guys. It's a lot. I mean, it has advanced from, back then where they had to cast nets and everything, but it's still a lot, you guys. Shout outs to all the fishermen, all the fisherwomen. I salute you guys. God bless you all, because it's not easy when the hot sun is blazing you on top of your head, and your worm is getting bitten up. And my husband have all these names for them, like when your line gets caught, it's whiplash. um when when it's so many, guys, I can't even, but it's so funny because it's just all these slogans that he has when something happens to my line or to my worm, or when my worm gets eaten and there's no fish on there. I think my husband told me it's usually a smaller fish. But yeah, so this is me on one side and my husband was on the other side, seeing if we could get a hit. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty calm in the view, really, let me get into my focus. It's practice fishing. It's not, I'm not at the big leagues yet, and I'm not, rushing the process. And here my husband goes, and talking to me, asking me if I got a hit and making sure my line is okay. So yeah, if you guys never went fishing before, definitely go somewhere where, start off fishing just to get the concept down before you actually go where there's actual fishes, because usually it's not a beautiful scenery like this. It's usually somewhere that is a lot of trees and it's, secluded. So yeah, I definitely recommend that if you're a first timer and in your city, and you want to learn, just go somewhere that you could just fish just to catch something and throw it back in the water until you get used to it, and then you could catch for food and have fun with your family and your loved ones and teach them. And it's just something amazing to learn, because this has been happening since before you and I were born. In the Bible, fishers of men, the whole, I wouldn't say slogan, but what you hear when you hear fishers of men, it was, two brothers that were fishermen, and Jesus told them to follow him and you will be made fishers of men, which is people who spread the gospel. But yeah, that's another thing for another day. But so yeah, we caught the fish, and I caught the fish, and My husband was basically showing me how to take the hook out of the fish mouth without killing the fish, and he was teaching me how to do it. And I was kind of a little scared because I didn't want to kill the fish, because we were throwing it back in the water. So yeah, this was scary. We all see how fishes are in the market, and we don't know the process of what they have to do to catch them. And yeah, I hope this video was educational. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a comment underneath. I love you guys. God bless you all. And thank you guys for supporting me. And bye-bye. And guys, the verse where you can find the scripture of fishers of men would be Matthew chapter 4, verse 18 to 22.